So imagine you're at a birthday party, you get this colorful bag of loot, and you just can't wait to get home and open it. You open it and you see like one or two of your favorite chocolate bars, and the rest, well, you don't like the other stuff, you don't like the other candy bars, so you just ignore them and give them away in general. That's Marvel's Avengers Beta in a nutshell, basically.
What you did back there. Hey. What you did back there took a lot of guts. Stupid. But it still took guts.
Don't worry, this is still a good game, just not the kind of experience you would expect from an Avengers game. After like a year or two for waiting for this, you'd really think how they handle a team of superheroes, considering games like the Batman Arkham series and Spider-Man on PS4. Honestly, from a character-focused standpoint, disappointingly, it doesn't really give the characters justice, at least for the earliest missions in the beta, so I won't get too sour with it. Sure, there's a very action-packed opening, and I'm not gonna lie, it really had me on the edge of my seat because it was so awesome, I can guarantee you that. But the introduction of the game, the other stuff, it doesn't really hook me to the overall story and characters. Another thing that adds to that is the loot system. One thing I'd say about a game about famous heroes like Hulk, Thor, and Iron Man is that I wouldn't want to change what kind of spine or ribs the Hulk has, or what's my chances of getting a successful parry with a specific gear or whatnot. It feels like these heroes I've come to know and love are just dumbed down to mere commodities to upgrade, and it breaks my immersion of seeing them as actual characters. Another complaint would be the combat. Don't get me wrong, the combat's diverse enough to get me hooked, and there's still a lot of skill trees to fill, which add to your options when approaching situations, but they don't feel powerful. I don't know how to word this even more, but you know how you're using the Hulk, and every punch doesn't feel and look like it's a punch from the Hulk? It doesn't feel right. I mean, you'll see if you play the game. And the enemies, they feel so generic, especially them mostly being robots. See, you have the enemies with shields, the enemies with guns, the enemies with higher health. It just feels so generic, doesn't feel fresh, it feels so unoriginal. Especially for a game with this potential scale, especially a game about the Avengers with such a wide cast of enemies, a wide rogue gallery for each and every one of these iconic heroes. But on the bright side, these encounters have these memorable cutscenes, especially in this one boss fight. It's not anything whoa, but it keeps things exhilarating enough for me to keep going.
I found the archive schematic. I think I can find my way to you.
See, I just hope the full game with the full story would outshine this aspect and successfully do the characters justice. Anyway, enough complaining, there's still a lot to appreciate in this game. First of all, the game looks amazing. I rarely got any frame rate drops except for the very explosive moments, and it didn't really ruin the experience for me. Also, collectibles are cool, and I'd really like to see more costumes and comic book covers in the future too. This is a game with a lot of potential, and with my impressions, I can't deny that I'm worried, but seeing how they handle some aspects just gives me hope on what the final product would be. I had fun, but there was a lot of things that had me deflated. I don't know, I guess my expectations were too high, and well, maybe I should just focus on the good stuff, which hopefully would reach out to the entirety of the game as a whole. So thank you so much for watching. The early support has been amazing, and I hope you guys would subscribe. We have a ton of plans for the future. Leave a like and comment down below, tell us what we should do better and what we should do. And this has been the Excavation Point. See you guys next time.